underway. Shout out to Noreaga, though, for also being a 2-time All-American wrestler in the state of New Jersey. He competed in the 145-pound class in high school, so this guy is very familiar with competition. He said the reason why he got into Madden was because he wasn't able to compete in college wrestling, so he picked up the sticks, and how about that? We have another 2-time All-American wrestler in the Madden community. That's fantastic.
Oh, when he starts off, a 3-yard loss.
All right, you can see we got Volterex in the dark Patriots jerseys. Noreaga will be in the light jerseys to kick this ball game off. So Volterex on the offensive side of the ball to start this one.
All right, shotgun formation. 2nd and 13 and 22. Volterex looking to show us that amazing offense we've heard so much about. He rolls out. Oh, he finds him. Oh, couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, we're actually going to scratch that. We're going to have Noreaga who's on the offensive side of the ball here with that Randall Cunningham at quarterback. Volterex on the defense side of the ball. And one of the things that talking about with Noreaga at the start of the game, he said in this Denver offensive playbook, he's really going to focus a lot on the gun ace formation, and he wanted to tip his ball cap to Eric Problem Right. He felt like he saw a lot of things in the Madden Bowl that Problem did from the gun ace, and he wanted to replicate his game off of Eric Problem Right's game.
That's a great game to mirror your game off of. And just like that, Randall Cunningham's speed could not get away from that blitz. Volterex set in the heat. Great first drive on defense, 4th and 22.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Michael Bryant, a.k.a. Volterex from Williamstown, Massachusetts, 19 years young, only been playing competitive Madden for about a year. He started playing Madden 2 years ago, saw all the cash that was on the line, felt like it was a good opportunity, and said, hey, I play a lot of other games, why not try Madden? And here he is. Only 1 year in, this guy's already at a stage like this.
So you hear that, everybody out there? This could be you. All you need to do is put in that work and make it to the big stage. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Volterex taking over after a great defensive stop. All right, trips to the left. Brady ready to go. Allen to the right, running back to the right. Hands the ball off. Great hole. Picks up the first down.
Yeah, and you know what's so difficult when you're playing against a guy like Volterex is you're so anticipating him going downfield and going for his ever popular swerve receptions, but that just opens everything else up because your opponent has to worry so much about that it just kind of like freaks you out, and you aren't ready then for everything else. Inside run game, short passing game, screens. So how does he really handle himself? How does he try and defend against a lot of the things that Volterex wants to do? Volterex isn't going to go downfield and swerve every single possession, but he will in some spots. How does Noreaga defend against everything?
We're just going to have to wait for it. Wait for it. All right, 2nd and 7, ball on the 35-yard line. Here we go. Shotgun formation, trips to the left. Allen in the backfield. And another great handoff. Has a little bit of an opening. Moves forward for a great pickup of 4 yards.
Quick break right here, guys, in our off-stream match between Shut It Down and Primetime. Our 3-time Madden Challenge champion, Primetime, falls victim to Shut It Down. He loses 24-17. So Shut It Down, moving on. Primetime going all the way back to Manhattan Beach, California.
Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. And just like that, we saw our first pass of the game, and he found Randy Moss for that one. Gets it down to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. Volterex is just who we thought he was.
Yeah, and one of the weaknesses of Volterex, he said his game is actually in the red zone. He really relied heavily on the ability to jump over the pile with his fullback. Now he no longer does that. He now gets into tough situations, and he feels as though if he's got one weakness to his game, it's absolutely in the red zone. So he said he'll be looking to run the ball, and here it is right now. Runs the ball extremely well, in for 6. So that's a great way to start this matchup here if you are Volterex.
And wow, his red zone offense looked absolutely flawless right there. Getting in to jump out to an early 7-0 lead. 2 minutes, 37 seconds remaining. And here's the kickoff.
Yeah, and if you're Noreaga, you got to figure out pass protection. It's something that people and players and competitors, they're not always looking as like it's the most important thing to focus on. But it's pass pass protection. Your ability to pick up the pressure and not have your opponent be able to absolutely scream at you and force you into making mistakes and throws. We saw in our last game what happens when you don't have your pass protection in order. You make mistakes. We saw that on the first possession. He got into a bad 4th and long situation. How does he rebound here? Get your pass protection in order and start moving the ball downfield. And right out the gate, you can see no open receivers. Not a great way to start this drive for Noreaga.
All right, yeah, Randall Cunningham forced to throw that one away. 2nd and 10 here on the 25-yard line. 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. Shotgun bunch. Cunningham back with Ricky Williams on the right-hand side. Motions the receiver out. Drops back, has some time, finds Moss. Great pickup.
Yeah, and right now, Volterex absolutely screaming. He's sending 6 defenders after the quarterback. Last time I checked, there's only 5 offensive linemen. If you send 6 defenders, Rico, how many are getting free?
1.
So you better keep your halfback in the block. I didn't know you could do that math.
Absolutely.
That was quick like
Phenomenal.
that.
Oh, wow. He threw that into coverage and found McCaffrey with no problem. 1st and 10, move the chains.
Yeah, a couple underneath options there as well. Opt to go for the deep crosser down the middle of the field. Ed McCaffrey, 6'5", one of those NFL legends. As a reminder, we are playing, for those of you new at home, we're playing Madden Ultimate Team. You're able to build your squad full of current NFL stars. You want to have Tom Brady out there? Sure you can. You want to have guys like past NFL legends, Super Bowl champions like big time 54, Teddy Bruschi kid? You can have him on your squad if you want. That's what Madden Ultimate Team is. That's where you're seeing a mismatch of all these players. You got Randall Cunningham at quarterback. You got Ricky Williams split to the right of him at halfback. All these guys available to you in Madden Ultimate Team.
And now we see why he picked Randall Cunningham. Took a little bit of a hit heading out of bounds, but was able to pick up 8 on the scramble.
Yeah, and it's really difficult. Those mobile quarterbacks can cause problems. You have to usually dedicate 1 extra defender to slow them down. That will change up your play calls. That will change up what you want to do schematically on the defensive side of the ball. So mobility in your quarterback, crucial in a game of Madden.
All right, shotgun formation. Williams on the left-hand side. Receiver motioned out. Oh, that was a tough way to make a living. Pass complete. Oh, 4th and inches. I assume we won't be seeing a kicker here.
Now you go for it in the spot. You absolutely go for it in the spot. It's 4th and inches. You didn't come all this way here if you're Noreaga, who hails all the way from New Jersey. He said it wasn't a long drive, but it was a 5-hour drive. So 4th and inches, you're going for it here.
All right, he's in a shotgun set when he only needs inches. All right, trying to make a couple of adjustments at the line. He sees something he likes.
Run the ball. Oh, you know you can't take that. A little bit of nerves here on the big stage. You take now a 5-yard penalty. You're not at home. You're not on your couch playing at home in your sweatpants, in your T-shirt, eating Cheetos. Like, listen, you're on the big stage. You're here. You gotta step up to the occasion. You can't have mental errors like this.
Yeah, you gotta stay focused. You can't let that one get away from you. When you needed a play that was 12 inches, now you need one that's 5 yards.
Let's go!
All right, he drops back. He's looking to make it. Has a man. Oh, and just like that, he gets picked off. He's heading back. He's at the 40, 45. Makes the defender miss. Great defense by Volterex.
Yeah, and Volt looking good right now in this one. Great first defensive stop. Great first offensive drive. Comes back, gets another interception. You can see trips to the right. Watch for Julio Jones. That's the guy who likes to target downfield.
All right, shotgun here, Brady back. He drops back. He's looking for a receiver.
Beautiful
Has a man
play.
open. Jimmy Graham, just like that, clockwork.
Yeah, beautiful play. In talking with Noreaga, he said he felt like a lot of situations, if he feels that Volt is going to go to the swerve downfield, he's going to play cover 2 man. And just to let you know, Volterex is the best in the world in terms of the swerve. You haven't even seen it here yet. He hasn't even busted this out yet. But this is something that he consistently practices, puts it in his game plan. World-class preparation on his part to get that tactic down.
All right, 2nd and 8 here on the 30-yard line. 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 Volterex with the ball. All right, shotgun formation. Trips to the right. Brady drops back, gives the ball to Allen. Follows his blocker, holds up. Oh, a little bit of that Le'Veon Bell.
A little shake and bake. A little shake and bake, Ricky Bobby. A little run off the edge there. I like the change of pace from Volterex. He's going from formation to formation. He's changing his play calls. He's dissecting the defense. If it's man, he's throwing to out-breaking routes. If it's zone, he's looking for things over the middle of the field. So he's showing complete control over his whole playbook.
All right, back in that shotgun, trips to the left. Sends Allen, flips inside. He's trying to pick up that blitz. He does. Finds his receiver on the outside. Pickup of 3.
Yeah, and Noreaga here down 7-0. He said the way he got into competitive Madden all those years ago, Madden 12, about his first year ever playing competitive, he went to a local tournament and he competed in that one. He didn't win, he lost, but he got the itch. You know the itch, right? He got the bug, right? You go to a tournament, you compete, you play, and you just look around, you're like, this is where I want to be. And he said from there, he went on, watched YouTube videos. The guy Addy Cards, he went and watched a lot of his YouTube videos, and that's how he got into the competitive scene, was becoming part of the community.
Oh, I remember my first tournament.
Did you win?
No, not at all.
Have you ever won a tournament?
Yes.
You have?
Several.
Really?
Yes.
Really? You have evidence?
Absolutely.
No way.
There's pictures, there's video, there's 8-track, there's everything.
8-track. Wow, you're really telling your age. You shouldn't have said that.
All right, he's under center. 2nd and goal from the 5. He gives the ball to Allen again. No action.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. I really am seeing this from Volterex as being a problem for him, whether it's this game or later on in this tournament. His red zone offense, he's absolutely right. He doesn't look comfortable down here. He's going to unconventional formations to try and punch it in. And now we're in a 3rd and 6 spot here. How will his red zone offense let him down or pick him up in this game? We'll find out here shortly for Volt.
All right, man in motion.
Yeah, as he runs again.
Oh, he runs the ball one more time.
That's the ultimate sign of no confidence in the red zone. And I mean, right here on this card, red zone, worried about my offense. That was his biggest concern. So right now we're seeing this, him stalling a little bit here in the red zone. So Volterex showing a flaw in his game.
All right, Volterex up 10-0, kicks it off. All right, Noreaga gets the 10 to 15. Oh, does not get past the 16-yard line. All right, we have a barn burner here. 10-0, but Noreaga has the ball. Who do you think's going to win this one, ladies and gentlemen? Volterex, Noreaga? Send us a tweet. Let us know. Make sure you use that hashtag, Pats Madden Champs. All right, Noreaga. Tip drill. Oh, we're not able to bring it in. That was a dangerous play there. Yeah, he forced that one deep downfield to Jimmy Graham into double coverage right there. Graham got his paws on it, but wasn't able to come down with it. Now, 2nd and 10 situation. He needs to make a more manageable 3rd down, so I like a run here. All right, and that run got stuffed in the backfield. 3rd and 12. Does Noreaga have a 12-yard play? He needs about a 6-yard play because he's going to have to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and just like that, he's in his shotgun formation, running back on the right-hand side, sends Herman Moore in motion. Like the flood he set up there. Rolls out, has a man, not able to hold on to it. I like the play there, though, the design here. You have a short table route out of the backfield to your halfback. You run a vertical down the sideline, and then he motions over the corner. That route combination of those 3 routes, very difficult for zone defenses to defend. He got the ball into Moss's hands, but he wasn't able to come down with it. But the route combinations were there for Noreaga, just wasn't able to execute. Was that a punter I just saw? That was a punter. Wow. That was a punt. And just like that, we have our first punt of the tournament. Hey, you're only down 2 scores here. Still very manageable. You just got to hold Volt here. This is where Volt can really pull away, though. If he can put together a drive here, we got 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Start off maybe with a run here, take the clock away. And he gets the ball back in 2nd half. This is a big drive here. Uh-oh. He has a man. He catches him, and it is touchdown. And he doesn't even need to do it. He just gets a cover 0 look right there. Cover 0 literally references no defenders in the deep part of the field. That what you saw right there, one-on-one coverage, no one to help protect over the top there with Moss, and that's a big touchdown play. Volt right there, that's how you spread this one apart. 17-0. Best thing about this is Noreaga might have a chance to put some points on the board. He has 2 minutes and 29 seconds to do it. You got all 3 timeouts, too. That's a good way to do it. And it looks like he might be able to take it to the house. The 40, the 30, 25, 20. He could go all the way. Touchdown! And there's no better way to get right back into it. Deion Sanders, we talk about it at the top of the show. Madden Ultimate Team, you build your squad with the current stars, NFL legends. That's where you see Deion Sanders right there, one of the fastest players in the game, speed for speed. And he gets Noreaga right back in this one. A lot of times special teams can be your bugaboo.
And right there, Noreaga, though, makes a big play out of it. Gets right back in this one. Only down 10 now. You need to stop.
Hopefully he can build on that momentum.
So crucial. This is going to be real crucial, the final 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Because, as you said, Volt gets the ball back in the second half. Detrimental to Noreaga here. If he lets up points, and Volterex was able to waste the rest of the clock here, get some points on the board, and then get ball at half. Basically, a nightmare situation. So if you're Noreaga, you got to clamp down here.
And depending on if he clamps down well enough, he might be able to put another set of points on the board himself. All right, Volterex. He's hit.
Went for it. Went for the lob. And right there, Noreaga nodding his head. He recognizes, he sees it. He had mentioned to me, he's going to go to cover 2 man. He's going to go to cover 4. If he anticipates facing against the swerve, he's got some other adjustments he's going to make. Spotlight the receiver. Also double team the receiver that he wants to swerve. So he feels very confident if he gets that matchup, he will defend against it.
All right, Volterex. Shotgun formation, trips to the left. Allen on the right-hand side. He sees a little something to make wants change. Brady checking down at the line. Moves the running back to the left side. Drops back. Looking
got the
for
man
a receiver. Has a man.
One
Throws
time.
it deep. Threw into triple coverage.
Yeah, well, when you have Randy Moss, have you ever... Why not?
He's always open.
Yeah.
Okay, 3rd and 10. This is a big play here. Do you think Volt goes for it if he doesn't have it? Up 10, getting the ball back?
We'll see. We'll see. You got to see what happens on 3rd and 10 here.
Got to lock in first. All right, he picks up the blitz. He's coming.
Skimbo action right there. A little page of Skimbo's book. Little Z spot, little delayed slant underneath. That pulls down the user. The user defender, for those of you new at home, that's the defender that is literally being controlled on the field. The virtual character on the field being controlled. That user defender underneath that slant, and then the post opens up behind it. You can't be in 2 places at one, Rico. I've tried it. It doesn't work.
All right, just like Allen stopped in the backfield. 2nd and 8. 17-7, minute 53. Volterex has all of his timeouts left at the 47-yard line. Marching down the field. Yeah,
and there's that cover 2 man look. You got to be careful when he shows that cover 2 man. Watch for the tight end on the outbreaking corner pattern. That's where Volt wants to go with the ball.
All right, trips much to the right, running back on the left-hand side. Brady making a couple of adjustments. Wide open, Jimmy Graham. 1st down.
Yeah, nice play right there underneath Jimmy Graham. Big body receiver. Easy pickings for Volterex at this point.
Shotgun once again. Trips once, motions the receiver out. And just another flawless completion. 1st and goal, ball down to the 5. He's in the red zone once again. 3 or 7.
Yeah, and that deep corner right there just gets behind that soft squat zone on the outside. Just easy for Volterex at that. Now we're back in the red zone, though. Is he able to punch in for 6? Do you have to settle for a field goal again? Beautiful play.
It looks like he found some kind of red zone offense there. Touchdown.
Yeah, and so far Noreaga's been caught in 2 plays so far in that cover 0. That time he actually committed all of his defenders and said, hey, it's going to be a run. It's called a run commit. And you literally tell your defense, hey, go attack the ball carrier. It's going to be a run. In that case, Volterex goes to the pass. Just wide open, easy pickings for him.
Looking to build on that special teams from the last drive. He has 1 minute, 10 seconds, all 3 timeouts here. He needs to put together a drive. All right, shotgun formation. Williams in the backfield on the right.
No surprise there. 100% of the community using the hashtag PatsManChamps thinking Volterex is going to win this game.
He launches it deep. Little too far.
Yeah, I like the route combinations. He had a couple corners underneath to keep the user defender underneath and pay attention to the corners. And then that's where he took his shot downfield. Randall Cunningham, though, sailed it down over his field. Didn't really get his feet set. Scrambles outside the pocket. Didn't really get in a good spot there.
Okay, minute 4 remaining. Drops back. Looking for a receiver.
Good user D by Volt.
And not able to get it in. 3rd and 10. Noreaga's going to need to get a 1st down here because you don't want to give Volterex the ball back with 58 seconds and that explosive offense.
Yeah, with all 3 timeouts too. That's not a good look for him.
All right,
Delayed
dropping
streak.
back, looking for somebody. Here he comes. Oh, and he threw it out of bounds. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, right now 4 for 12, 38 yards passing with 1 interception. Randall Cunningham for Noreaga. Volterex really clamping down, preventing all of his receiving options, just shutting everything down. Noreaga right now not really looking comfortable in the passing game. Like to see maybe go to the run game a little bit, see if he can get things going on the ground.
Volterex didn't like what he saw, went ahead and called that timeout.
Can't take your timeouts with him.
Not at all. He wants to make sure he gets off the field right here. 52 seconds left, ball on the 27-yard line. Volterex up 24-7 over Noreaga.
He's going to stay gun snugs. We've seen time and time again, gun snug seems to be a very powerful formation, but people are starting to defend against it. They see it so much, they're anticipating, they're ready for it.
All right, shotgun. Empty backfield now.
Check round! Ohio! Check three! Go!
Brings Williams back, sets him up. Motions Moss out to the right. Drops back. Has receiver underneath, but
One
doesn't
time.
throw. Went up top. Oh, incomplete.
Yeah, and what's difficult about this is right now Noreaga he's not getting his receivers open, and he's forcing throws into coverage and hoping that they make a play. You'd call those 50-50 balls, but to really win a tournament, you gotta throw receivers open. And right now his routes just aren't getting open.
Oh, dropping back, looking for a receiver. Finds Graham, gets the first down, fighting for more yards. 37 seconds remaining, and the clock is still ticking.
Yeah, and right now Volterex needs to play this situation right here. Very similar to our last game with Skimbo. What's the worst thing that can happen here is a turnover. So protect that football like it's your child. Protect it like it's a baby. You take care of that thing right now, right? You do not turn that ball over. So Volterex here in this spot. Waste the clock here.
All right, shotgun trips to the right, sends the receiver in motion. Allen on the left. Oh, handoff give to Allen. Small pickup. 21 seconds remaining. He used his first timeout. 2nd and 8, ball on the 13-yard line. Volterex up 24-7, looking to add to his lead.
Hey, watch out for pressure off the right edge. Oh, there's the run. Good play call.
He ran away from it. Can he break that tackle? Oh, no, gets brought down. Another timeout used by Volterex. 3rd and 6, ball on the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I like that. He audibled away from the run, away from where the pressure is coming from, and ran the ball away from it. So the heads-up play right there from Volt.
Receiver motioned out.
Good
He's
heat.
taking it long. Oh, wide open.
Jerry Rice back in the end zone. Right now, Volterex looking just as dominant as Skimbo in our first matchup here. Volterex clicking on all cylinders right now, dominating in this one against Noreaga.
14 seconds remaining, 31-7. If it wouldn't have been for that one special teams lapse, he might be pitching a shutout.
Yeah, and as a reminder, guys, we are watching Volterex play Noreaga here in the Patriots Club Series presented by Gillette. First place prize of this tournament here of the 8 competitors. They're going to walk away with $3,000 in cold hard cash, autograph from a Patriots player, $250 to the pro shop, and much more. They're going to advance to the Club Series Championship taking place April 15th in Burbank, California. All these guys striving to be crowned the champion of this Patriots tournament.
All right, 4 seconds remaining. Is he going to go ahead and take it into the half, or is he going to try to see what he can do to put up a score here? Ball on the 42-yard line. McCaffrey in motion. Cunningham drops back, looking for a receiver. Throws. Incomplete.
4 for 14 in that half right there. Not what you need to do to get things done to execute, but you have a whole second half. Execute. You got to start running the ball. I think very similar to what we said with Skimbo. Time of possession. Control that time of possession here as you start the second half.
Okay. And there we have it. The first half is in the books. Volterex with a dominating performance. Noreaga looks a little disheartened, but he's still in it. He has a chance.
Volt's calm, cool, and collective. He just looks locked in.
He has the eye of the tiger, definitely. And as you can see, Noreaga there shaking his head. He looks a little confused on both sides of the ball, but this is his first time out here. Volterex's first time out here. He has shown that his name is there for a reason.
Yeah, he's been able to control the entire tempo of the game. He's been able to do it with his passing offense. I've liked how he's run the ball in spots. My question is about one concern of his game, and he brought it to the attention to is the red zone offense. How is he going to perform there in this game in later stages of the tournament if he was able to advance? So as we watch this game unfold, how does he handle the red zone spot? Does he protect the ball in the second half? And if you're Noreaga, you got to just forget about the first half, put it all behind you. You have 2 quarters to get back on track in this one. You need to get some turnovers, so force the tempo a little bit here and try and put Volterex in a bad spot here. Get a turnover yourself.
Well, while Noreaga is trying to forget the first half, we're going to go ahead and take a look at those first half highlights.
All right, we're going to start off in the first quarter action. This is presented by Snickers here. Snap of the ball. Marcus Allen gets in for 6. Pay Dirt City. Touchdown, Volterex. Second order action. We're going to motion halfback to the left. Brady drops back, looking good back there. The GOAT throws an absolute strike down the left sideline. Julio Jones in for 6. Another touchdown. Volterex up 14-0 now. 17-0 in this game. Here right back, though, Noreaga answers with his own return right here. Deion Sanders all the way down the sideline, gets him right back in this game. 17-7, that was the boost he needed. Unfortunately, though, Volterex came to play. Snap of the ball on the 5, finds a wide open Randy Moss. Very good combination, if you ask me. Moss to Brady, Brady to Moss, however you want, it works. But right here, 3rd and 6, finds a wide open Jerry Rice back of the end zone, and Volterex has just got everything working. Nothing is not working for him. Noreaga needs to find a way to stop that passing offense here in the second half.
We saw some great action in the first half. We're looking for an even better second half, and we'll be right back to it after this break.
It's your boy Gerard Mayo, and we're back again to talk a little football. We're talking defensive personnel. I'm so excited today. We're going to talk about regular defense, nickel, and dime. So regular defense, that's your traditional 4-3 front or 3-4 front going against 21 personnel, 12 personnel. So now, this pass-happy offense, you have to negate this somehow. And what do? What do good coaches do? They bring an extra DB on the field. So when you bring this extra DB on the field, obviously, you have to take either the Will, Mike, or Sam out of the game. So now the names change, right? So now you have a Money, a Mac, and a Star. So essentially, your Money is your Sam linebacker, most of the time lined up to the tight end. Your Mac or your Mike is in the middle of the formation, and your Star is a Will. Why is he a Will? He's a DB, he's a little smaller, he's not tied up with the tight end all the time, so your Star is your extra defensive back. So now when an offensive coordinator is like, you know what, we're gonna bring another receiver out there. What does the defensive coordinator do? All right, we'll bring another defensive back, another fast guy, and we'll leave one linebacker on the field. So now your Money all of a sudden becomes a defensive back. Your Mac is traditionally your linebacker, and your Star is a DB, and obviously your corners and your safety. It's all about personnel. How many DBs are in the game? How many linebackers are in the game? Dime, nickel, regular, whatever it is, you have to be able to deal with what the offense is throwing at you.
All right, we're back here at the Pats Club Series Championship presented by Gillette. We've had a great first half of action. The second half's going to be even better. Let's go ahead and take a look at these players and get to the end.
Here we go, Volterex on the left, Noreaga on the right, getting ready, getting locked in for the second half action. Quick update on our other game going on between Franchise and Pity on You. Franchise, no surprise, up 21-0 in that matchup. So the big lead for Franchise in that game. But Volterex, he's got a big lead of himself here. He needs to just hold on to it, play mistake-free in the second half. You got to feel good about it heading into the second half.
All right, Noreaga needs to stay focused, put that first half behind him, and see if he can put together a second half comeback. It's the Patriot way. Let's go ahead and dig in. Second half of football here at the Patriots Championship Series presented by Gillette.
As you said, Volt getting the ball here. Start the second half. That's going to be good for his offense.
All right, trips on the left, running back on the right-hand side. Hand off to Allen. He's fighting through one. Short gain.
Yep, 13 rushes, 59 yards, 1 touchdown right there for Marcus Allen for Volterex and his offense. Typically known for his ability to throw the ball downfield, make big plays, but right now he's been able to have such control this one, he can really open up the playbook and go to a lot of different things.
All right, trips on the left. Running back moves to the left. Brady's looking, finds a receiver. Oh, and it's pay tight.
And there it is. That right there, that's what we were talking about at the top of the broadcast. He's the best in the world at that tactic called the wide receiver swerve. He practices it time and time again. Noreaga felt like he had a good defense for it there. Unfortunately, he was in one-on-one coverage. He didn't have his adjustments that he had mentioned that he was going to make on that one, so I think Volt caught him off guard in that spot there. Good play call there. He goes down, Julio Jones. Quick little click on, quick little inside out, bang, touchdown, just like that.
How did that Julio Jones catch sound?
He caught that, man. He caught that.
Yes, 38-7. 4 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Ball on the 25-yard line. Noreaga's going to need to put something together. Comes out in the shotgun set.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Cunningham drops back, looking for a receiver. Oh, has him running back open. Gets his catch. Brought down after the gain of the first.
All right, now when you're down 31 points, but you still have about 9 minutes to go in this game, you still have a lot of time left, but you need to start putting points up and put them up in a hurry, and you need to start playing flawless defense. You have to score on this one, and you have to get a touchdown. So I like Noreaga, though. He's changed up his play call. Now he's under center here to go against some of Volt's coverage defense.
He has a man coming across. Is he able to hold on to it? Great job. Oh, no, he dropped it. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. We thought Boston would be able to hold on to it.
Yeah, that will sometimes happen. You go over the middle of the field, you think they're going to come down with it, and then unfortunately a big hit will come in and knock that ball loose. So right now, Noreaga, though, now 2nd and 10 spot.
Shotgun formation, Williams on the left-hand side. Wasted no time, hikes the ball. Here comes that pressure. Oh, and Volterex gets him for a big loss.
And Lawrence Taylor and Khalil Mack just did absolute work on the offensive line right there. That was all coverage defense, only a 3-man rush from Volt right there, and he's able to get instant pressure like that. Unbelievable pass rush from his big dogs up front.
All right, 3rd and 21, big moment here. 30 on the 35-yard line. Sends a man in motion. He's covering everybody. Looking for a receiver. Doesn't have anybody. Great coverage. He finds him. He throws. And it's picked off. Volterex stops. He tries to make somebody miss and brings him down at the 45-yard line. That was amazing coverage.
Volterex defending against everything here. He's playing that cover 2 style defense, but he's playing a hybrid style defense, which that means he's mixing man and zone coverage. So he'll have 2 defenders manned up with man-to-man defenders, and then he'll have his rest of his defense in zone assignments. Really difficult to find open players when your opponent is doing that. So good defensive scheme from Volterex.
He takes back over, 2nd and 8, ball on the 48-yard line. A little under 3 minutes remaining in this ball game. Play action. Has a receiver. Catches it. Moves the chains.
Yeah, another easy first down for Volt right there. PA divide. That's a great play action fake. Helps get those verticals down behind those zones on the sideline.
Gives to
Good
Allen.
stick.
Makes a couple
Good
people miss.
stick.
And just like that, he's in the end zone once again.
Yeah, beautiful control over the stick on that right there. That's referencing his ability to maneuver the joystick on the controller from left to right and zigzag away from those defenders. It looked very easy there, but that's one of the most difficult things to do in Madden 17 is have complete control of your halfback. Guys like Volterex, guys like we've seen in other tournaments like True Boy, some of the best in the world at their ability to control the halfback or a receiver or a skill position player with the ball in their hand.
Nori is down big. He needs to come up with something. And he decides to hand the ball off to Williams for another short loss.
Yeah, you run the ball. You get the clock moving a little bit here if you're Noreaga. But listen, you've come all this way. You're competing here. As we said earlier, Noreaga is a 2-time All-American wrestler, stayed in New Jersey, competed in that 145-pound class. And the sole reason how he even got into playing Madden was because of that. And one of the things he was talking about was he loves the competition. He loves to compete, and he feels like there's nothing else that's really ever, since he stopped wrestling, nothing really else made him feel the way wrestling did. And Madden's the thing that's brought him back to that. It's the competition. It's things like this. It's this tournament. Coming here with these 8 players, and you're striving to become the best player, competing for cash, competing for all these prizes, recognition. And that's what he's here for. That's why he wants to be here, and he's certainly going to have it. Even though things aren't going well for him right now against one of the best players in the world, he still wants to compete.
All right, Cunningham rolls out, tries to find a receiver along the sideline. First down.
Yeah, good rollout right there. You got Randall Cunningham. Why not take advantage of some of that mobility? Scramble off the edge and make a big play.
Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Williams on the left side in the backfield. Cunningham drops back, looking for a receiver. Finds one coming across the middle, and Moss takes a big hit.
Yeah, go back to a little bit of the Skimbo light offense, we'll call that. It's not the Skimbo heavy. Only Skimbo runs that, but this is the Skimbo light.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Skimbo adjacent. All right, he finds him in the flats. Close to the first down. He's going to be able to pick it up. Oh, he's a few inches short.
Yeah, and hey, put together a drive here. Start to gain some confidence yourself. You know you're playing one of the better players. Volterex on the Madden Challenge. We have another tournament going on, an EA Sports Major. It's the Madden Challenge. The online ladders. You can go on right now and play and compete in that tournament to get into the Madden Championship Series. It will end in May. But right now, Volterex, this online ladder that closed on February 27th, believe it or not, this gentleman he's got 2 names playing on the leaderboard. He's number 1 and number 2. That's how much this guy plays Madden. That's how good this guy is on the sticks.
Noreaga had a chance there to break that run, but was tripped up at the end, but was still able to get a first down. He seemed to have found his offensive rhythm, but it might be a little too late.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking before, the prize for first and second place here at the Patriots Club Series presented by Gillette is first place you get the $3,000 in cash. You get the the $250 to the pro shop, so you can get yourself a wicked awesome Pat sweater. You know what I mean? But you could also it's an autographed poster from Tom Brady.
What?
I'll take that. I'll take that if I have to. And then second place is it's a signed football by Gronk. So
that sounds like 2 first place prizes.
Second place you get $2,000, and then you get the autographed ball by Gronk, and then you get $200 to the pro shop.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad for a Saturday's work, if you ask me.
And don't forget the actual experience of being here at Gillette. It's beautiful, first-class amenities.
The biggest decision that I've seen that they have to make, and I'm not kidding you, going out, looking out, and it was having to decide where to put the 5th banner. That's no joke, because they have the space up on the top of the rafters. I'm not kidding you. There's no space for a 5th. They're gonna. That's a big decision. They're gonna have to find out where they're gonna put the 5th banner. I don't know where they're gonna put the 6th banner.
Well,
you know it's coming. You know the drive for 6 is coming.
We're gonna see. But right here, the drive for a score is coming from Noreaga, and it looks like he's gonna get in. Congratulations, Noreaga. You got there. 45-13, about to be 14.
That's a drive right there from Noreaga that makes you feel, that gives you some confidence back into the game. It makes you feel good, even though you're down big in this one. It makes you start put together some confidence for you. He's going to go for an onside kick here to try and get the ball back.
All right, let's see if he can recover this onside kick. Oh, close, but just a little short.
Another update, guys, on the game on our side stage between Franchise and Pity on You. No surprise here, 31-0 Franchise on top of Pity on You in that game as well. So Franchise looking good, looking to move on in that matchup.
Volterex running the ball, fighting to get a couple of yards. Picks up 6 on the carry.
Now Volt here, just hold on to the ball, run the ball here, waste some time. Look to get that George dub.
Absolutely. A little under 4 minutes remaining in our 4th quarter. Ball on the 35-yard line. He's chewing clock left and right. Trips on the right-hand side, Allen on the left. Shotgun formation. Brings the running back over to the right. Brady looking for a receiver.
Good play. Love it.
Balls. How many times have they said that? Brady to Moss.
Fantastic. I'll tell you, 2008, I don't know, 20 times, 20-plus times. So probably 20-plus times today.
Okay, ball on the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, 45-14, Volterex with the lead. It'll be interesting to see here if he mixes up his red zone, tries to find a couple plays.
Well, Yeah, here's the thing. He's never really challenged in this game. So we didn't really see his back against the wall and him playing tight. There's a difference, and I know you've played in tournaments and you've competed, so there's a difference of how you'll play a situation like a tight game versus you're winning 51-14. Talk to me a little bit about that. You were been in those spots, you've been in those situations. How do the best players handle those situations?
Well, a lot of times what happens is you take what the defense gives you. Once you get to that level, you don't want to make a mistake. You want to make sure you come away with your points. You have a couple of plays that you know to go to. It's really down to one read. Passing, if it's not there, get rid of that ball. You don't want to take sacks. You don't want to force anything in that red zone. And worst case scenario, run.
Yeah, well, the red zone, it's no joke. Volterex, he kind of chuckled a little bit about oh, my red zone offense isn't great. But listen, I've seen tournaments won by having a great red zone offense or great, 2-point conversion offense. If we paint a tail all the way back to the Madden Challenge in 2013 that was out in Vegas, Eric Problem Wright, he comes into that tournament with the most dominant 2-point conversion play I've ever seen. I would count that as a red zone, right?
Absolutely.
Not only was it a 2-point play, but it was the way he scored in the red zone. And his ability to put points in that red area and not come away with field goals is what made him win. He'd get in the red zone, he'd get a touchdown, and then he'd go for 2, use the same play, and he'd be up 8-0. So now you're already behind the 8 ball. So your ability to score in the red zone is so important. And I'll really wonder as this tournament keeps going, is that going to be something that we're going to see for Volterex that's going to let him down? Is that inability or his lack of confidence in the red zone, is that going to cause a problem for him?
We're going to find out. Now, here's another thing. This is where your mobile quarterbacks come into handy in
out
the
of
red
the pocket.
zone.
You scramble a little bit.
Out of that pocket and everything. With him having Brady and not having that red zone offense, it's going to be very interesting if he comes into a pressure situation. Well, right now he's not feeling very much pressure, but Noreaga is. He's trying to put up some more points here at the 2-minute segment of the fourth quarter. He's rolling out. Oh, and he takes a really bad sack. It went from 2nd and 10 to 3rd and 18 really quickly.
Yeah, but Volterex in this matchup, he's been playing a lot of coverage, and I think that's partially because of the lead he's playing with. He typically says he likes to play coverage first and then try and blitz in spots. In this one, it's been all coverage all game. Just relying on the big dogs, Lawrence Taylor and Khalil Mack, just doing work off the edge right there. He's only sending 3 defenders, dropping the other 8 into coverage. Really difficult for Noreaga to be able to find open receivers here.
All right, it's 4th and 18, minute 34 remaining, ball on the 40-yard line. Noreaga's trailing Volterex 52-14. They always said back in the day, if you don't have a 4th and 18 play,
you don't deserve to be here.
You shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he happens to have a 4th and 18 play.
Dropped it. He dropped it
right there.
He tried to give him a little taste of his own medicine, but then Ed McCaffrey, all 6'5", drops the ball there. Now ball on the 40.
And Volterex has decided he's going to keep going on offense.
Jadeveon Clowney, shades of his college years, tears through the line right there. Big hit in the backfield right there. Marcus Allen, lucky he didn't cough that one up.
2nd and 13, ball on the 36-yard line. Volterex in the shotgun formation. Allen on the right-hand side. He's letting that clock run.
As he should. As he should. No timeouts from Noreaga. He understands the spot. No need to waste the clock. No need to stop the clock. All class right there for Noreaga.
And Allen fights his way through for a pickup of 9, 3rd and 4. And depending, this should be the last play of the game right here. He fought hard. He just happened to run into a really, really, really great game from Volterex.
Yeah, Volterex just appears to be at another level. I think we saw that as well in our first game with Skimbo. Nothing to take away, again, from Noreaga here in this game. I think that, he didn't play poorly. You ran up against a guy that just executed to perfection. He kind of got a couple stops when he needed them. And Volterex moving on. Noreaga going home. Volterex on the left. Noreaga right there on the right. All hands, shaking hands.
Great sports.
He's going to get out of here with a George W.
Absolutely. And And with this being Volterex's first time coming out from online playing here at a live event, he has definitely answered the bell on an unbelievable fashion.
That's how you want to play in your first live event right there. If you're Volterex, you come out chucking the ball all over the field, having success. 50 plus points. He did throw up the 50 burger in that one. Unbelievable performance by Volterex.
He made it look really easy. You just gotta love to get up here your first time to play that well in your first game. He has to think this tournament's his.
Yeah, no, I mean, he had some great performance there. Again, tip your hat to Noreaga, though. He came out, competed, hails from the New Jersey. Volterex, though, too much in that one right there for him in that game. Can't wait to watch some of these highlights, though.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great one. Let's go ahead and go to him. Before we get into the highlights, though, I have one question for you, Gibbs. We saw Skimbo in his dominating performance. We saw Volterex in his dominating performance. Who do you think right now has the edge?
Skimbo is going to have his hands full with Volterex. He really will. He'll have his hands full. Skimbo's going to have to defend against some of those deep options, that swerve that you're going to see from Volterex. So the question, I mean, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves what that matchup might look like. I think that's what everybody kind of wants, but it's going to be a tough one. I think Skimbo has more to worry about than vice versa. So Skimbo, a lot on the line if we get that matchup, Skimbo Volterex.
All right, well, I'd love to know what Volterex thinks about his first game. Let's go ahead and find out right now.
All right, guys, you put 50 on the board. You should enjoy yourself and a Sunday from Friendlies. Volterex, congratulations on the win. And first and foremost, let me ask you about playing at a live event. Were you nervous at all? Because you certainly seemed unfazed.
I was a little bit nervous coming in because it was my first event, but it worked out. I wasn't nervous during the game.
Well, when you have a quarterback like Tom Brady, greatest of all time, throwing to a wide receiver like Jerry Rice, greatest of all time, that eases the nerves a bit, I imagine.
Yeah, Brady doesn't miss any throws.
Well, you got out to the big lead, and you took control of the game, and you were able to exert a lot of pressure defensively, too, by playing coverage. How important was it to have control of the lead early on, especially against a mobile quarterback like Cunningham, where you could just flood the field with defensive backs?
It was very important. I mean, getting a big lead early it helps win games.
Well, let's take a look behind us at the video board and some of the highlights from your resounding win today over Noreaga. And Volterex took a 17-0 lead. Then at halftime, the margin was 31-7. Take us through your philosophy offensively here. What do you try to accomplish?
Well, I saw cover 3 there, and the swerve was available, so that's what I went to.
That's your patented move, the wide receiver swerve.
Yeah.
How did that originate? How'd you come up with that one?
I started last year, just messing around in games, and I found it.
You got great control of the joystick, it appears. Do you practice that?
Yeah, I practice it a lot. Every game I play, I usually try.
And it's not only, of course, control of receivers once they have the ball in their hands, as we just saw, running plays too. Great command of your skill players.
Yeah.
Well, really a terrific performance, and I enjoyed it too because one of the first autographs that I got as a kid from a pro football player was an autograph from Paul Krause, the great defensive back of the Minnesota Vikings. You employed a Hall of Fame defensive backfield today in that big win.
Yeah, he's the best defensive back in the game. He makes a lot of plays.
Well, you made a lot of big plays. You're going to need some in the next round. All the best to you. Congratulations on the big win.
Thanks.
All right, guys, Volterex ready to go and ready to enjoy his Friendlies Sunday. Terrific performance.
And there you have it. He definitely